I really had a song on my mind this morning, and I wanted to play it. And I almost went to YouTube and played it, but I just my morning was quiet mentally. And I didn't want to disturb that quietness and that peace with a stupid ad, bro. An advertisement for some nonsense. And an advertisement that I've definitely seen at least 400 times prior. So because I didn't want to listen to the ad, I just decided that I didn't really need to listen to the song that much. And quite frankly, the song sounds good in my imagination. So until I really want to hear the song that badly, then I'll be fine with just playing it in my head, honestly. Last video I recorded in here, my camera was pointed up to the heavens. But of course, you can't see the heavens through this car. You could only see whatever that's called. The road seems quiet, but there's still way too many people on the road. In my non-expert and non-humble opinion. It's like you can have a million cars just driving smooth. As soon as two people next to each other brake at the same time, likely because they were driving too fast to begin with and had to use their brakes to correct their speed, everybody behind them feels it. It's like a chain reaction. So the more poorly you manage your constant speed and constant rate of movement, the more the people behind you feel it. I'm not gonna lie. Like if you see this, oh well, Lexus over there just ruined it. But if you see nobody's using their brakes, everybody's moving. But pickup truck over there had to step on his brakes just now. Why? Because he was going too fast and gaining on the car in front of him, and he wanted to correct his speed. Who else is gonna do it next? Let's look for the. I have a whitening strip on my teeth, so excuse me if I sound like a snake sometimes. But at some point, somebody's gonna have to correct their speed. Look, over there, right side. That white truck had to correct its speed. Braking is about speed correction when you're on the highway, typically. Another speed correction over there. In front of the white pickup truck is a speed correction, accurate speed correction. There was a lot of accelerating going on. Look, now because he's seen other people accelerate, he naturally wants to accelerate some more. But as soon as he accelerated, immediate speed correction. Why? Because he looked up ahead. He looked to the left of him, saw somebody driving fast and decided to drive fast, but then he looked up ahead. After he looked up ahead, he saw the reality of the grand scheme of the situation, which snapped him out of that he's fast, I want to be fast too psychosis. Alright, yeah, I really don't want to be behind you. I'm speed correcting right now. You driving like that, I can see why somebody ran into the back of you. Don't worry, I'll take the lane that you just came from, and I'll just show here. New Jersey, we got to do something about this exit. New Jersey, all right, go ahead, Shorty, because you clearly don't want me to get in front of you. It's okay, because I will. Why? Because I get what I want. And that was personal, but like I was saying, New Jersey, we got to do something about these exits, 140 and then the other one right before it. We have to do something about that exit. You gonna do another one? Are you gonna do another one? No? Okay. Just a question. Just a question. Mind you, no brakes. And that whole epidemic of me driving a little bit fast for a little bit, no brakes were required. Why? Because you think and you calculate. Never mind. I know some people don't like that C word. Or the T word, quite frankly. Dang, why are so many people in this one? Jeez, bro, I should have stuck left. Now this is where everybody starts to book it if they see opportunities that they could capitalize on. I could either go right early or wait a little bit and then go left. The thing about right though is that you never know. Like if I was to jump right early, I would have been stuck behind them. So that's why I wait a little bit so I could jump over left, because long term left is a safer and more advantageous position for me to be in. Because imagine if I was to the lane to the right. I would have been to the right of this white Nissan. I would have been behind, and look, they're stopping and merging and slowing down. I would have been behind that guy still in the Cadillac, which is not ideal. Somebody's coming up on my right. Is he gonna jump over left? No shot. M6. Oh, interesting. I low-key gotta start making my way over to the right, but I'd rather do that when things are flowing. I remember I gave a coworker at one point a ride home. Well, a few times. He was the type of dude to always be asking for a ride home. A little bit of confusion up there. I don't know if you saw it. When two people merge into the same lane from a different direction. Yeah, keep tapping the brakes, Lexus. Because that makes my life easier. There's two different mindsets you can have, and each serves its purpose when it comes to using your turn signal. You can either, one, use your turn signal like you're asking for permission or asking, hey, can I get over here? Or like, hey, can you slow down so I can get into this lane? Or you could use your turn signal as a warning, like, turn signal, I'm moving over here. The turn signal is just so you can't say that you didn't know I was moving over here. I had to break my neck a little bit to see if there were people in front of him for him to be driving at this pace currently. Why is everybody staying in? Okay, not my business, not my problem. They're probably gonna make the right turn coming up at the next light, and they want to stay here to make things easier. But a young whippersnapper who's in a rush is just gonna go into the empty left lane, drive down past all of them, and then jump into the right lane after, and still make that right turn, and just slow down some people in the process. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles, isn't it? That boy got his hand on his whole head. That reminds me, my friend was telling me something, and he was like, we were talking about how we accidentally tapped somebody's car before, right? Or like you ever get in a fender bender and bump somebody, but the car's fine, but let's say I was to accidentally bump into the back of this guy. We both get out the car, we're both gonna look around, and then we'll come to a consensus. My boy was like, yo, hands on his head, start overreacting. Oh my goodness, are you okay? I'm so sorry, I should have been, damn. I got into character immediately. And he talked about his hands on his head. And I saw Buddy over there with his hands on his head. And I'm like, a bald man with his hands on his head? And my boy told me this. He's like, once you see a baldy with his hands on his head, that motherfucker is looking stressed. Like, if you're a bald man, you put your hand to your dome, to your cranium. There's a certain level of stress that cannot be quantified that you are exuding at the moment. Well, on that note, I think we're gonna call it a day. Y'all be safe, and wishing everybody who watches this nothing but the best. I hope that you're able to slow down mentally and, you know, think about what you want to do clearly. So, love you. Bye.